Pedal got you? Yeah, it's all good, bro. It's all good in the hood, my dude.
Pump while we drove past, by the way. What did my tire just... My tire just popped? Why is everyone breaking off?
Oh, wait, we got their tire?
20 fucking minutes ago.
Why?
I'll talk to you on the phone about it. To be real, that was the worst call I've ever been a part of in this police department. That was a fucking travesty.
I think we need a debrief on this. With command and high command. That was horrendous.
You guys just aren't ordering anybody to kill anybody that's viciously ramming us for 2 fucking hours.
I agree. I'm completely with you.
Shut up.
Yeah, they're shooting at it right now.
Keep going. Just keep going. Keep pushing through.
They're continuing
back
to
at them,
go
Destiny?
freeway, westbound.
Yeah, but my tire's out. So...
So we're shooting from the car, continuing westbound Del Perro Freeway. Maybe
Yeah.
shooting gonna hold comms.
Yeah,
Braking,
what? I mean,
braking,
he
braking.
called 78s. Like,
Stand by.
if you call 78s, why are we not blasting them? Also, that was kind of fucking stupid. I can't lie. Just do circles in Polito, then shoot at the cops with 30 seconds left. I mean, what are we doing? I don't fucking know. That was weird. I mean, the call was a mess. I don't understand what the fuck happened. I got on the call because it was 78s, and then we didn't shoot anybody. People need to make, if they see it, they need to make the call. Like,
Hey, listen, boys. In the famous words of a NoPixel admin, roleplay right up till reset. I hit the jewelry store 20 minutes before reset one time, a couple of years ago. What's your thoughts on Crim / Crim bonds and how it might be influencing the number of people online for each role in a bad way? Wait, what do you mean by that? Oh, you mean like the balance? I don't really know, bro. Like, okay, you know what I really you want like a multi-step process of how, in my opinion, this shit is broken. You guys want to see it? You want to see how I think this shit gets fucked up? It's a question for YouTube. I don't care, bro. I'm not gonna say anything controversial, right? Okay. So this is Crim's, right? There's 6 Crims in every situation, right? Okay. Every single job in this circle, right, involves some form of violence, right? Every single job involves some form of violence, right? Okay. No matter what you do, you're taking a hostage, you're shooting guards, or that's 5. How is it 5? Is it 5? Fuck, I'm retarded. That's 7. No, it's 5. Holy shit. That is. Hold on. Wait a second. This is making me look really bad, by the way. Oh shit, bro. So every single. Listen, bro, I don't feel good today. Okay, give me a break, bro. So every single crime involves literal violence. Okay, no matter what you do on the server, in a way you're brandishing a firearm, you've got a gun, you've got a class 2 showing, or it's immediate violence, right? Like, no matter what you do, you can't avoid this, right? So then these people are going to this, which is on recent terms can be anywhere from 30 to what, 50 cops, right? Which then turns into this, which turns into a chase. Okay, hold on. And then if this chase doesn't go the way it's supposed to and end instantly, then this chase can go on forever. Interference cars means more I'm just gonna write inner. Interference cars, which means more units. Which I think makes it harder for these people to get away. Right? So it goes from 6 to, I think it's like 12 cops respond to a scene or some shit, or like 6 units, which it could be 12 cops, I guess. And then you can add an extra 2 per car, right? I think it is. So at this point, it very quickly comes this number to each job, right? And listen, this is not me pointing the finger at the PD by any chance. I'm just saying how hard things get. At the end of the day, the PD are doing what their job is, right? So the biggest issue is when we go from here to here. Beforehand, the PD didn't have these numbers, right? I mean, there was times where the PD were struggling to get like this. You guys remember a couple of months ago, bro? I swear there was like minimum 20 cops on the server. Now the PD has an influx of cops because doing crime on the server right now. Doing crime, okay. Let's say this here, okay. Doing crime leads to being caught. So you got prison. Let's say worst case scenario, prison, and then it goes into fines and jail time, right? And then jail. These things here, this process here is insanely overpowered right now. The fines that occur between this and this, between this whole process, so like from here to here, make this not worth it. So everything just gets shit at this point. And this is why, in my opinion, you're seeing a lot more cops, especially Crimean cops, because one job can literally bankrupt you, bro. And everyone's like, yeah, you don't have to shoot cops, you don't have to do this, you don't have to do that. Just sometimes your hand gets forced. You know, sometimes you get forced, you know? Sometimes something happens in a chase, you get pitted like fucking 400 miles an hour and your car disables. Or sometimes you're in a fucking bank truck and someone corners your shit. And yeah. And then, not to mention, the job payouts need heavily increased because a prison fine, a fine from shooting cops is anywhere from what, 150 to what, 200k per person, right? And a bank truck pays, which is the most violent job, a bank truck pays, how much does a bank truck pay? 150k? You know what I mean? So at this point, doing all this is not worth it, and it's just a revolving circle. So for me, like, my logic behind it is, I want to eliminate this. I want to eliminate all this. So when I do a crime, it's just the truth, bro. It's honestly the God's honest truth. Why would I drive in circles in the city to get spiked, pit, rammed, head-ons, or potentially shot during a job that I'm losing money on? And people say, don't do crime. Okay. This server will be the most boring server in the world if criminals aren't doing crime. It works both ways. The PD need crims, and the crims need the PD. Yeah. Bear in mind, oh yeah, this is not to mention, you need 6 people for this 150k. So this is 6 divided by 150k, by the way. What is the math on that? It's what, 6 by 250, 6 by 150, that's like what? Like 35k each? Is that it? 25k? Oh no, not to mention, you then have to go clean your bikes after that, right? You see what I'm saying? Like, this is the biggest flaw in all this. Like, none of it is perfect, but you know one thing I do want to try. Oh fucking hell, my back hurts. You know one thing I do want to try though, chat, which I do agree with Forehead on. I do want to try do more plans, but you know, the biggest disencouragement is when you do a plan and then the plan doesn't work because, you know, yeah, and then you're like stuck there trying to do a plan and then, you know, need to reduce fines. I don't even know if reducing fines is the right play, bro. I think cop limitations is a terrible. I think cop limitations are toxic and lead to.
Stop running.
Fuck, English is hard. Cop limitations are AIDS, bro. In my opinion, I hate them. I've never been a big fan of them, bro. Because no matter what anybody says, when they turn around and they say that, oh yeah, cop limitations are, you know, great and it will make things more fair and bloody 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 blah. It's just, it always in the back of people's minds, it makes it sweatier for people. If I go to a jewelry store, right, and I know that only 12 cops can respond, then I know that I've got a good chance of getting out there no matter what happens, right? And I'm not saying that's my mentality. I'm saying like, but that's the mentality that quickly becomes of the server, right? Look back in the day when it was groups of 4 and people used to, what was it, 4 versus 8? It was 8 cops, right? It used to be double. Bro, I would love to see how many people actually got arrested back then. You know what I mean? It really becomes like, oh yeah, we'll just drive, and worst case scenario, we don't get out, we'll just shoot, you know? And that's like a meta that I don't think anybody wants, to be honest. I know everyone's like, yeah, just limit cops. I think cops are just shit, bro. Like, no, okay, well, that sounded bad. I think cop limitations are just shit. Well, empty banks, empty Play-Dohs and cargoes with shit goods. No wonder people just play cop instead. Enemies can end in gang-related shooting or cop shootouts with 150 to 300k fines. Yeah, I mean, that's true. That is also true. My honest fix for what I think should happen with the PD versus Crim meta balance is that PD guns shouldn't hit as hard as they do, in my opinion, because cops don't need extremely powerful guns when they have triple, if not quadruple your numbers. If not 10 times your numbers sometimes. Or, well, 10 times crazy, but 6 times your numbers. Also, not to mention, I think it's 78s are called on a scene. I think that it should be, when attempted murder charges are pushed, I think it should be capped to like a certain amount of charges. Because no one wants to do crime for 150k and get billed 300k per person. And I also think that, I think this is already like PD stuff that they try and do, bro. But I feel like the biggest issue is like when you go on foot, everybody is trying to catch the criminal. So you have like 6 cops on foot with 6 cops, and 4 of them have tasers and 3 of them have batons, you know? And it's just impossible to go on foot against cops. It's impossible. It's literally like, it's impossible. And again, this is not me like, oh, they're doing a bank truck.